Seoul is hosting two sets of high-level talks, one with the U.S., another a three-way between Seoul, Washington, and Tokyo next week. Topping the agenda, continued enforcement of sanctions on North Korea. Now, as the effects of international sanctions on the regime are becoming more apparent, the atmosphere of the meetings are expected to be closely watched by many around the world. Kwon Jang-ho has this report.
Seoul's Foreign Ministry confirmed on Tuesday that the Deputy Chief of the National Security Office, Cho Tae-yong, will be meeting with his US counterpart, Tony Blinken, on April 20th in Seoul for a high-level strategic dialogue. This is the second round of talks since Presidents Park and Obama agreed at a bilateral summit last October to increase cooperation in response to North Korea's provocations. Since then, the UN Security Council passed a landmark resolution putting its strongest ever international sanctions on the regime. Its continued enforcement is set to be a main talking point.
South Korea and the U.S. both currently have a strong belief that to change North Korea's attitude, we need a strong foundation of international cooperation to strictly enforce the UN Security Council resolution and put strong pressure on North Korea.
Observers say the possible deployment of a US THAAD advanced missile defense system could also be discussed. The talks will come on the back of another trilateral vice-ministerial meeting between South Korea, the US, Japan a day prior. The Foreign Ministry has said these talks will be the continuation of discussions held at the trilateral summit in Washington, D.C. Although regional and global issues regarding healthcare and climate change are also on the agenda, they will likely play second string to the North Korean issues. It's been over a month since the UN resolution was passed, but compared to previous sanctions, its effects are being more keenly felt by the regime.
The latest carpet sanctions covering almost all economic activity, along with much greater cooperation from China, has meant that the difficulties that North Korea is facing are on a different scale than before.
South Korea, the US, Japan will be looking to use the upcoming meetings to further solidify cooperation and ramp up more pressure on the North. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.